So I rewatched this show, this anime, by the grace of gods, season 1. I did this because I'm getting ready to watch season 2, which has been out for quite some time, but I'm just lazy and don't watch it. But I wanted to start watching season 2, so I decided I would rewatch season 1 since I don't remember a lot. And I'm glad I did because I had a very good time with watching this show. I binged it in 3 days. There's 12 episodes, so I binged it in 3 days. So, the premise of the show, if you don't know, the premise of the show is a guy called Ryoma, right? I believe that is his name. Yes, Ryoma. I was just checking to make sure that was his name in the other world. Ryoma. He is an office worker and he dies. Oh, that sucks. However, he is then greeted by 3 gods who send him off to another world. So it is, you're thinking, oh, it's an isekai. Somewhat, yes, it's somewhat like an isekai. However, he is in the body of an 8-year-old. But he has many different abilities. He's super strong, all that type of stuff. And what he does is he becomes a tamer for slimes. He tames a bunch of slimes. And there's many different types of slimes that we get to see. We get to see, healing slimes, cleaning slimes, metal slimes, there all different types of slimes in the show. And one day, while he's just walking around the forest that he lives in, he comes across a group of men, one of them injured, and he decides, I'll help. So he helps them, gives them medicine, sends them on their way. He's like, oh, that was nice, all that type of stuff. Then eventually they come back a couple weeks later and this is where he realized that one of the guys was a duke. He was a duke. The duke comes with his family, specifically his young daughter, and he wants Ryoma to help train her because she's learning to tame her first familiar, and since Ryoma's got a bunch of slimes, he figured Ryoma would be, good help. So Ryoma helps. Then after that, he goes with them on their journey to a village, and from there, Ryoma. This is where the show kind of really starts, and it's Ryoma's adventures. He becomes an adventurer in the guild, starts taking on tasks. He maybe opens up a little business, and this is all done with the slimes. Everything is done with the slimes, and that's the show. It's very fun and lighthearted. I don't remember a single episode that was taken like super seriously. Everything was very, very just lighthearted and fun, you know. So, if you're worried about that, like, what type of show is this? This is the type of show where you just relax and you have a good time, and it's very light and fluffy. The characters are done pretty well. Sometimes they don't sound like how they're supposed to. Like for Ryoma, he does sound older than he is, but that makes sense because he is an older man in a younger kid body. So that's fine. That makes sense. But sometimes other younger characters don't sound like they're young, but they don't have this excuse. So I do feel like that needs to be changed. That needs to be worked on and changed. Hopefully they do. But other than that, pretty much every character is fun and nice. There's no big dimensions to them because there's not meant to be. Some characters do get some spotlight where they get shown a bit more. Like the Duke gets shown a bit more. The Duke's wife definitely gets shown a bit more of who they are. Yeah, it's really just a nice fun time that if you just want to relax, this is one for you. So, by the grace of God, season 1 overall altogether as a show, I would give it a nice 7 out of 10, 7.5, 7 out of 10. depending on how I'm feeling. It's nothing mind blowing, nothing super crazy, no existential crisis. It's just a nice, fun, simple show that if you want to sit back and enjoy something, this is one that you should watch. It's really nice. And again, season 2's out now, so the ending of season 1 doesn't leave you kind of like, oh, I want more. Well, there is more. So that's it. That's my review of By the Grace of God season 1. If you've seen the show, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't, go check it out. I do recommend it. So anyway, thank you all so much for listening, and I'll see you all next time.